And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth round of the City State Championships. This time featuring Demacia versus Freljord. Freljord. Someone was correcting me earlier on how to say this. Freljord? Freljord. We're going for that.
I think I've always said it Freljord, but I'm sure I've heard you say Freljord, which is just horrible.
I just like saying words. I don't even care. Anyway, Demacia are going to be taking Lux in the support role this time. Zhao in the jungle once again. Fiora likely going top lane. Vayne down the bottom lane AD carry. And Galio in the mid lane.
And for Freljord, we have Gragas, who's going mid. Nunu, obviously playing support. We've got Sejuani in the jungle. Ashe playing AD carry. And Trundle in the top lane.
Yep, everyone just getting started here. Trundle took a bit of time to load, so hopefully he's not like suffering from lag or anything, but he's bought his items and off he goes now. So, yep, the story of this one is Freljord remains the only unbeaten team in the league at this time, sitting at 3-0 after 3 rounds. Noxus unable to equal their efforts, and now it's basically, this is an important match for Freljord, as if they take this win over Demacia, one of the teams actually contending for top spots, this will really cement Freljord's position at the top of the league and make it much harder for other teams to challenge. Go on.
I mean, Demacia at the moment are 2-1, so a win for Demacia here would put both Demacia and Freljord at 3-1. Which, I mean, it evens out the whole scoreboard quite a lot. It brings a lot more competition back into the league.
Yep.
So, I mean, we're not hoping to see it go either way, but it would be maybe more interesting to see Freljord lose this time. But whether we see that or not, waits to be seen.
Yeah. We've already been through the picks with the Twitch screen, but as you see, very similar picks to always. We've got Gragas going mid instead of jungle, Sejuani returning to the jungle role, the ever-present Freljord bot lane of Ashe and Nunu, and after the success of Trundle last week, they're taking that one back to the top lane, and I really don't blame them.
Yeah, Trundle's been doing very well top lane. A little bit disappointed we're not seeing the Lissandra pick. You know, particularly what the Nunu is. Nunu's not a particularly exciting support to watch. Would have been fun to see Lissandra down there. But, you know, Nunu's not a bad pick, and I think they will do well.
And, of course, over on the Demacian team, going for that Vayne carry as per usual. Lux, again, returning to the support role. And in the jungle, they've taken Zhao. We see a binding going out onto Nunu, but damage coming back onto Lux, and she's taking some heavy hits early on. She needs to be careful there. She's not chugging health pots either yet, so...
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to go for an early kill on the Lux. Lux starts off with so little health, you know, especially next to the Vayne. You can see how much larger the bars on the Lux are, because, you know, she starts with what? It's shockingly little health, isn't it? 484. That's nothing.
Yeah, it's not quite as bad as the Stonejr, but they've chosen not to run Stonejr ever since that first week, and I think that's a bit of a mistake on the side of...
I mean, Lux is a very powerful champion, but Stonejr is a ridiculous support. I mean, both of them have... Now, Lux has her binding is able to be thrown out a lot more often than Stonejr's ultimate locking people up, but Stonejr as a support just gives so much to the AD carry.
And that ultimate, like that ultimate for Stonejr will always be effective, even if she doesn't have that much farm, like she isn't that well positioned in the game. And I also feel the way that she's able to give sustain and a little bit of poke to the Vayne lane, which they always keep choosing, is a better option over than the Lux, because you really can't... Oh, I've missed first blood again. And it's a gank from Sejuani, and Gragas picks it up, and there's another newcomer for the Demacia, well, not another newcomer, but a newcomer for the Demacia team, Galio, who he could be very dangerous later on, so shutting him down now and getting that Gragas ahead in lane is a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, mid lanes, I'd say it's often more important than the other lanes.
Oh, as we see Sejuani coming down to the bottom lane, they get the kill onto Nunu, so that's a good job. Flash in from Sejuani though, they get the kill onto Lux, and we see Vayne trying to get away. She has no summoners left, and Ashe pursues this kill, gets the W down. She's got the slowing shot on, and one more shot, and that will be another kill there. So one kill for the Demacia team down bot, but they get cleaned up because of it. But the fight still continues as Eastwing comes in from behind, of course, then Zhao, but not able to pick that one up. So, Freljord, again, taking an early lead here. They have powerful lanes and they have a powerful mid game. Trundle going very low on the top lane here. Ignite available for Fiora here, so she should be very careful, and she does dive in and gets the kill without the ignite. Takes a few tower hits for her effort, but Trundle there staying around on 2 lower health, and Fiora taking advantage of that. So currently, bad news for all the lanes.
She could have played that safer, but she didn't need to. She had plenty of health to go in to... I mean, she wasn't that far in the tower. It wasn't a true tower dive. She took, what, 3 tower hits and was absolutely fine.
Another gank onto Galio in the mid. He tries to turn it around in onto Gragas, but doesn't get up the kill. Zhao's in there though, and does clean it up, so a 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day there, but Zhao's flash burned in response to get that one. So this is once again going in the favour of the Freljord team. They've got, not Freljord team, that's not right. Fiora's winning the top lane, Freljord have got the bottom lane advantage, and mid lane looks like it's going in favour of Gragas. Very strong early laner, and Galio will need a little bit of time to ramp up before he's able to really properly clear waves and just keep himself safe from the magic damage of Gragas.
I mean, fortunately for both teams, we're seeing a lot of action from the junglers. Zhao was ready to counter after that Sejuani gank mid, and that's why they got the kill on the Gragas.
Yep, and he's coming back down bottom again here to help his team, but they have got a ward and they do spot him. They immediately retreat, but they're going in anyway. The binding just misses on the back of Lux there, but they're getting the procs off. Zhao trying to get that knock up, and they do pick up the kill onto Ashe, so that's a very well played there by Demacia.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking like a very close game.
4-4, only 400 gold in it, and that's maybe a slight farm lead because of the earlier kills that Freljord have got so far.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Vayne makes up that gold difference right now.
Well, we see Trundle pushed up in his lane again, but Fiora going aggressive, taking a lot of damage from minions though, so not able to quite do it now. She still has Ignite available though, so Trundle needs to be careful. He's opted to take Exhaust in this top lane as well, so it's not the best one-on-one. And he's taking a lot of damage. The Ignite goes down to him. The flash and the... Oh, what is it called? No one ever plays Fiora. What is that called? Lunge? Lunge. Oh, and we see another kill going down onto Galio.
Was that the Gragas ult then?
Looks like, yeah, he just straight up 1v1 Galio there, got his advantage. Sejuani going very deep into the jungle here.
Just a little bit late into the lane to help him survive.
Gragas wasn't even touched then, he would have been able to get away, so...
Yeah. I mean, as we said, the Ashe has just made it to bottom, but that gold difference is now only 200 gold. 100 gold now.
Yeah, and once again, we do see Ashe falling behind, but I wouldn't say this is a problem for Freljord. Pretty much every game, Ashe has fallen behind in the bottom lane. The Ashe hasn't been able to go toe-to-toe and lost out sometimes in a very huge way to the enemy AD carry, but Ashe just becomes an arrow bot. Like, there's a very powerful ultimate she has for an AD carry, and she utilises it, and with her team, and utilises
I mean, before the game, people were talking about how much pure CC the Freljord team has. In terms of stuns and slows, it's really ridiculous, and they've got an awful lot of poke and kite potential as well. And Ashe is a huge part of that. She's, just an incredibly powerful champion, even if she doesn't CC that well early game.
Yep. Again, Fiora just going straight back in onto Trundle here. He's picked up a Vamp Scepter. It looks like he wants to go for an aggressive build early on, but I don't think he can afford to do that, being this far behind
he's
now.
He's too leveled now. He needs to play a bit more defensive. He can't play aggressive without a lot of jungle help.
So I don't think we're going to see quite the monster Trundle we saw last time, but if they don't start controlling this Fiora, if Fed Fiora can become hugely dangerous, and we see...
This was Sejuani steal blue,
yep.
And Galio is in to try and catch the Sejuani, but the Sejuani is well away.
Well played there by Sejuani. That was a lone act as well. She didn't even have...
Galio went the wrong way through the jungle then, really missed out on the opportunity.
Yeah, and that was a ballsy move as well from Sejuani, because they did not... Gragas was back at base and still returning to lane, so if that had gone wrong for her, she would have been stuck. Oh, action down the bottom lane. A little bit of trading back and forth. Ashe has acquired her ultimate now, so the engage potential is there, and that's fairly low. Lux, half health Lux, wandering around. If she gets arrowed, she could be in trouble. Neither of the supports have acquired ults yet, so...
Yeah, I mean...
Don't think we're going to see anything kicking off. The CS, there's a lead in top lane and for Demacia, and a lead in middle lane for Freljord, and bottom lane fairly even. 2 CS in it, like, that can be gained and lost.
So the Lux ult come out there just to clear minions, didn't seem to hit the Ashe or the Nunu, who was
actually gone. Yes, gone from it. But 10 minutes in, still 5-5 on kills. There's a 600 gold lead to Demacia, Freljord, but that isn't going to be the winning amount.
Still go either way. We have the Zhao bottom, and the Ashe is alone. We could see a tower.
But we've got Fiora going in on top lane. She used her ult under tower, but wasn't able to pick up the kill. He's managed to use his ultimate Trundle to stay alive here, and Sejuani's come in, and they do get the kill onto Fiora as we see the fight continue bottom lane. Flash away from Ashe, and that's not going to happen. So
we're seeing some really good action from the junglers here. They're really taking part.
Oh dear. And welcome back again, YouTube viewers, because we've lost spectating twice in a row now. We've missed 3 minutes of game time, so apologies for that. What you missed though, or what we can gather from what we saw snippets of, there was a group gank bot. Demacia killed Gragas, but they lost 3 people in that attempt: Vayne, Lux, and Zhao, and quickly after Freljord took the dragon, so that's why we're seeing a gold lead take effect for Freljord at this point, and a little bit of action back and forth, and I swear to God if we lose spectating again, it's going to have to be a failed attempt right now. But yeah. Dibs, what have you got to say?
Both junglers looking like they're going to try and gank the lane. The Zhao trying to go in on the Gragas there, and the Sejuani hanging around top.
Oh, they're really pushing this one mid. They're getting some good damage down. The ultimate clips, and the Galio manages to pick it up there, so good job there. They really forced that gank hard, and it worked out for them in the end. So a kill for Demacia there, and a good one as well.
Sejuani top, sneaking around into these bushes. They're going to try and get this Fiora.
Yeah. This is where this aggressive build.
She's not in a great position for this gank at the moment, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we said, well, this Trundle shouldn't be going aggressive, but if they want to kill this girl, he's going to need some damage. Ultimate straight out from Sejuani there. Pillar, very good. Locking her up, she uses her ultimate, but she isn't doing damage to either of them. The Subjugate really paying off there for Trundle, and that's a pretty simple kill. So Freljord answering up the top there. It's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's so funny. Carry on.
Kills at 7-10 now. Freljord's still looking like they're in the lead, but it's not a huge difference at all. I mean, we've seen
2-3k gold. It's not a bad point for 15 minutes in the game. They can take this, but the problem is we know how strong Freljord is in the team fights to come, so Demacia will have to do it. But they've got a good champion to take on Freljord, in my opinion. Galio, he's a magic resist tank.
If Freljord, it could be Demacia.
But this, what is it? It's Galio. This magic resist tank is going to do very well at fighting against this AoE team. He'll be able to stop their engages, but he's been caught out by Sejuani here near the blue buff. We've got Trundle collapsing down from top, and the jungler of Zhao coming in as well, but it's 3 against 2, and it looks like they'll be able to steal this blue buff away again, so this is a very good play from Freljord. They've played very well thus far, but this is even better from them, to be honest. We haven't seen this much pressure put onto the enemy jungle this early from any team thus far, so well played.
I mean, I've been really impressed with I've said it several times already, but I've been really impressed with the junglers this game.
Good binding down bottom from Lux. The ult goes down as well, and they're getting the damage down onto Nunu, but the Ashe decides to turn it around, and that pretty much causes the disengage, so well played from both teams there. Good job for Freljord to get themselves out of live, and this looks like the first time that an Ashe has done well in lane for Freljord, so well played by there.
We should point out, not ever, there are Ashes who do well in lane, but yeah, this is definitely the first time we've seen an Ashe do this well.
Yeah, she's 1 kill behind, 1 death less, got a BF sword. I was a little bit concerned earlier because I saw Vayne, I may have been wrong, but I saw Vayne with 2 long swords, and I can't remember. I think you need that for a Bilgewater Cutlass.
I mean, she's built into a Blade of the Road King.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why she would have had it. It's just odd that you pick up 2 long swords instead of like a Vamp Scepter instead, but to each their own.
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly odd, but if you want that damage rather than the lifesteal, it's an extra, what, 10 damage instead of the lifesteal. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, a slightly odd pick.
Fiora going aggressive onto this Trundle in the top lane, gets the ignite down. Yeah, sorry.
She burns her ignite, but no one cares. I mean,
in a one-on-one, Fiora is still stronger than Trundle, so he needs to be careful. What he's done well though is what he's done well though is with the gank pressure that Sejuani's provided, he's kept up in farm, and he's actually in front of Fiora in minion creeps. Whereas Galio, he's had the ganks, and they've got the kills back onto Gragas, and he's roamed around a bit, but Galio hasn't managed to catch up in farm yet. He is in fact 40 farm behind, and that's quite a lot. So he needs to start picking some minions up soon, otherwise he's going to fall too far behind.
I might see this Gragas die again.
Nope, good charge out there, and he's to save.
Yeah, I mean, Gragas has quite good escape, but that Zim was really well positioned then.
Yeah, creative. Both the junglers doing very well this game, trying to be very creative on their ranks. Rotes through the jungle and getting these ganks down, and the lanes doing their part in the ganks as well to get them kills. And Trundle's come down into the mid lane here. They may go for a triple gank onto the Galio, but
no, it looks like the Trundle's going past mid lane. They're going for a dragon.
Yep, up in 5 seconds, so that's what they're going for. They might sack top tower for this one, but that would be an overall sort of equal trade-ish. as long as it doesn't get stolen. But we'll see. Fiora is on that top tower, and she is whacking away at it, but it looks like Sejuani's going to come down to the bottom lane. Good binding from Lux coming out there, but they've got the slow onto Ashe there, but it's turned it around, and this is going to be a 2 versus 3. Ashe arrow comes in, connects onto Vayne, she's barriered down. Turret goes down up top, very important to this fight obviously. Nunu goes down finally.
Down
yep, and Vayne gets out safe, and looks like Trundle Gragas took the dragon, so dragon to Freljord, kill to Demacia, tower to Demacia. I guess net win to Demacia over that one, especially.
If they get this Ashe, I'd definitely see it.
No, they're going hard for this one. They've got the Sejuani under tower, Galio going down. Looks like the Lux is going to die to the tower there, and Galio is going to keep going, but he's taking too many hits. Spectator data gone again. Apologies YouTube, yet another spectating fail there. We're not quite sure what happened in the interim. I've forgotten where we were last period, but basically Freljord...
Now, a tower has gone down on each side. Fiora, it looks like, managed to take that second tower top.
Yeah, that is
and it
missing.
Looks like... Where's the tower gone down for Freljord?
Mid lane.
Mid. They managed to get their mid tower.
Yeah, so it's...
Must have seen kills on both sides. And it looks like a team fight kicking off.
Nunu ult there, Fiora going in hard, but she's taken down without ulting. No, it looks like she ulted.
Following on to the Zhao here.
Yep, the Freljord getting some good damage down here. Looks in the top side. Gragas and Ashe are able to take down Galio, and they're pursuing this underneath the tower. This may be a bit greedy. Trundle goes down underneath that tower. Zhao turning it around well. They're getting the damage back onto Nunu, but Gragas is coming in here, getting the barrels down, and that ends in a 3 for 2 in favour of Demacia, unless they can pick these extra kills up. Gragas stops. He'll regret that decision, I'll tell you that. And
now we're looking at 15-15. 2 towers to Demacia and a slight gold advantage.
Yeah,
to
1.5k gold.
Spectacularly even.
Yeah. So maybe they have what it takes here. Maybe the team of Demacia has what it takes to take down the mighty team fighting of the Freljordians. Vayne doing his best here, trying to hit down this Sejuani.
Yeah, Fiora racing back top to try and
save the tower.
After the tower.
Yep.
Those minions won't take it, but you want to minimise the damage going down on your tower.
I am living in fear of when the next drop comes from the spectator. I just can't imagine that it won't happen again. So apologies YouTube, I will edit it together best we can. We're losing a few minutes at a time each time. We are trying to do our best to get back into game as quickly as possible and make sure as least as possible is lost, as well as use our detective skills to figure out what has happened and what has not. So... yes, but this has been a fantastic game thus far, and it really annoys me we're losing this one. It couldn't have been one of the stomps we watched last week, where like you come back and just go, oh, Piltover's still winning. Great. Yeah. Like this one, Freljord got a slight lead, but Demacia could take it back at any second. And
I mean, Demacia are up a tower. They're already down on gold. It's looking very even at this point.
Yeah, so Dragon coming up in 2 minutes. I wonder if they'll contest that between each other. Fiora's continuing to apply pressure to top lane. I think they were very... well, I was about to say Freljord was very lucky they took down Fiora so early in the team fight, but regardless of that, they still lost a lot, and all my things down the bottom are wrong. So, just let me fix these.
Yeah, rearrange your screen. We're seeing a lot of poke backwards and forwards all over the map. The junglers are going all over the place. It's really exciting to watch.
Oh, Gragas has got in behind.
A lot of these team fights.
Yeah, Gragas has got in behind the bottom lane of Demacia here, and an ult here could be dangerous.
Yeah, we could see a horrible gank here on this lane.
Vayne's gone in aggressively there, and boom, does the dynamite. Nunu ult comes in a bit late, and it looks like they will pick up the double kill here. A piece of kill for the AD and AP carries. So.
Yeah, I mean, that really puts Freljord back in the lead. But
did I just say a piece of kill?
They probably won't get this tower with the Zhao here, and the Galio and the Fiora behind them.
But that could give Trundle time up the top lane if he so wishes. The problem is that all three of these Freljordians have their ultimates down now, so they're not in a great position to fight. But Sejuani pushing up that mid lane hard here. She's going to get collapsed in along.
Yeah, it looks like Freljord might be able to get 2 towers out of this.
Not going to get that mid one for sure, because they're going to come round on her, or they should do. Unless she gets greedy. She's getting greedy! But it doesn't look like she's going to get caught as a result here. Unless Galio.
Damage down on that mid tower, and they have taken the top tower.
Yep, good job to Trundle there.
Like they might get the bottom tower.
Yep, they're going to get the bottom tower, but Sejuani doing her best here. She blows her ultimate, gets it down onto Fiora, and she's trying to get away. Galio ult blown to keep her back, but she hasn't taken enough damage yet. Flash over from Zhao, and he doesn't get the knock up quite. Fiora used her ultimate as well, and there's a sliver of health left on there, and it's just a matter of time until Lunge comes back up and she goes down.
Oh, very Very nice.
Oh my god, Sejuani gets out. Well played there by Sejuani. Getting collapsed in by 3 people, 2 ultimates, a flash blown as well. Well bloody played by Sejuani to get out of that one.
Freljord, and they didn't lose the Sejuani. Very impressive.
Oh, they might lose Ashe on the retreat here. She's been caught out. She uses her ultimate onto Vayne there, but that isn't going to stop her. The slow coming out from Lux there, and Vayne's pursuit power looks like it'll be enough. Demacia in response, taking that middle tower away from Freljord. Vayne goes down in the bottom lane there. Oh, not Vayne. Ashe goes down.
Ashe goes down, not Vayne.
Fiora goes down in the mid lane. Gragas picks up a double kill. Slow coming out from Nunu there. Trundle whacking away there. The attack speed tanks, as it were, trying to survive, but Trundle obviously comes out on top.
Demacia are doing well, but it seems like every time something bad happens to Freljord, they do something worse back to Demacia.
Oh yeah, it's like an eye for an eye, but I'll also take your leg.
Tower, they take twice as many in response.
They're going to take the dragon here as well again, so that's 3 dragons to them and none to Demacia, so that's probably where this gold lead is existing from mostly, as well as they are still up 4 kills.
Yeah, they're still up on farm, a lot of lanes as well.
Yep, that mid lane has only grown in favour of Gragas. Trundle has maintained his
164 to the Galio's 100, which is a massive CSC.
The saving grace here is that they have a Vayne with 7 kills and 157 farm. Not great for this point in the game, to be said. No one's really doing that much better though. But
no, I mean the Ashe also, the Ashe and the Vayne are looking very close at this point. There's about 10 CS.
The Vayne is a very
one death in it.
Yeah, but Vayne is a much more dangerous late game carry. Like most people would agree. Like you don't want a fed Vayne late game. You don't want a fed AD carry in any position.
Yeah,
but you choose the Vayne.
We talk about how powerful it is. I mean that stun is so helpful.
The difference in build as well. This Ashe has gone very much like just. We see Sejuani very deep in that. Ashe arrow comes across, gets the stun onto Galio, but he flashes in and he catches 4 in his ultimate. That's great there. Sejuani's going very low, but Galio does go down eventually. Yeah, she has got out of lines there. Trundle goes to the back line of the other thing. Nunu coming in, getting the slow frozen domain down. Condemn there back onto Trundle. We see Zhao going down as well, and Gragas getting the kill onto Vayne, and Lux isn't getting out of this one as the support battle goes down, and double kill for the Nunu. Oh dear, it does.
It's pushing top hard, and it looks like she might get this inhib.
She's got the tower at half health. It looks like they want Vayne to stay in this mid lane and try and take their own one. The thinking seems to be they'll lose one, but they'll get one in return. Sejuani is back at base, but she hasn't moved out yet, and that does mean that Fiora's got a good chance of getting that inhibitor. Galio's respawned in the base, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to defend this inhibitor. Inhibitor down in favour of Freljord, and also against them as well. It does look like it'll go down, but Fiora might die as a response to this. There's a very tanky Sejuani on her face. Oh, but the lifesteal.
See who wins this.
Yeah.
Battle between this Sejuani and this Fiora. They're both laying down a lot of damage down. There's the ult from Fiora.
Doesn't want it.
A lot of damage down on the Sejuani, which you can't follow up. Now the Sejuani can heal up.
Watch this there. Gragas has got her in her sights. Fiora on the retreat. Yeah. I don't know. Oi, go back to the Gragas. He thinks he's in that bush. He doesn't know. No, he throws the ultimate out and she's out in time. So Gragas had the right idea, but guessed the wrong place. Not hide and seek champion this time.
The place where you would normally go back. She was
mind games from the Fiora there.
But luckily it paid off for her.
Yeah. So Fiora, a good play there in sight of her team getting 4 for Ode. Does get the inhibitor, but they're also down an inhibitor themselves. So
I mean, it'd be interesting to see a team fight where Fiora is present, and it is a true 5v5 instead of that was a 5v4.
Oh yeah, that's a good eye. Like, it's a good eye from Freljord to make that decision to realise they've got the advantage and take it. Oh, there's a GA being picked up. Ravenous Hydra straight into GA for this Fiora. So not fucking around here. Like, knows what he wants. Goes straight in onto this Gragas. May realise that he's caught in a 2v2. Sejuani ult comes out, stuns him. He hasn't got his ultimate. GA popped immediately, so that was a good buy, wasn't it? But here comes the relief force, and Vayne gets in there, and Gragas is down before he can really contribute much. Double binding there onto the Sejuani and the Nunu, and Vayne looks like she wants to keep going on this one. Ashe arrow comes across to the bottom there, and they're not able to get any more out of this. Trundle coming down now to help support the Iceborne team. And of course just recalling, because why not? Every time people stop, like, even if they just like stopping because they want, I think the spectating's failed again. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
panics the shit out of
it's
me.
almost I almost want to go into the game and ask them all, can you just keep on moving constantly? No one stand still because
Yeah, everyone just
it
clicks
out.
manically. Like, one, it'll make you look more pro. That's an absolute fact of this game. The more you click, the more pro you are, the better you are. So, like, erratic movements, sell it to people, okay?
This is the StarCraft. They're not winning on actions per second.
Actions per minute, twat.
Hey.
APM.
Hey, you're obviously not as pro as I am because I measure mine in seconds.
Oh, okay. So the guy who plays
We've
Terran.
got Vayne pushing this bot lane very hard, and this Nunu's not going to be able to defend it, but this Gragas is
I'd love to
coming
see
in
the
to help.
Nunu try and 1v2 them. But, no. Actually, let's just take a look at the... Wow, okay, I was about to say let's take a look at the support builds and let's have a look at Lux's, because she's got Spirit Sightstone, Boots of Lucidity with Home Guard, and then a DFG. I'm not sure about the buying of a DFG on Lux straight up anyway. I know people who do it, I've seen it done and I've seen it work out. But she's quite a long range champion. We see a dance party in the middle here. Obviously these teams enjoying their brawl that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Demacia not seen...
Lux, I'd be far more likely to go for either a Rabadance for the pure AP or the Zhonya's to give yourself a little bit of defense, because we've talked about how squishy she is as a champion.
Or Athene, things like that. I mean, just...
It'd be interesting to see if she puts that DFG to use.
Yeah, I haven't actively seen it make a big impact yet. I guess it could, but they do lack AP a little bit on their team. They've got the Galio.
But I mean, if you
and it looks like Freljord wants to fight here. Binding comes out, Ashe comes across, Gragas barrel down too. Looks like Fiora's back. Yep, Fiora, Gragas both down now, Zhao as well, so Demacia losing out at this point. Trundle's running rampant in the middle there. The Galio ultimate comes down, but it's a little bit too late, and he goes down as a result of that, and Lux gets out on very, very low health without the DFG procced. So that answers that question. Meanwhile though, minions very deep into the Freljordian base. Because they were fighting in the mid lane, the Demacians were able to hold off that like super minion push. But the Freljordians lose one of their Nexus turrets, so they win the team fight but lose an objective, and they're gonna probably get this inhibitor from Trundle here, I think. I don't know, let's just watch him whack away on it.
The inhib versus Trundle.
Only Lux to defend. We've got Zhao without home guards, but a Fiora with home guards coming in. Lux doing everything she can, but she just doesn't have enough to be able to kill.
Interesting, a retreat ping went down there. He knew to retreat. He was already leaving. So
some people just like to affirm it, right? Like, I don't know, like, you don't watch the like LCS like I do, man, but they do the sounds of the game thing where they just like they show what the players are saying to each other in the thing, and it is never just calm communication unless it's Cloud9. But all the other teams just like, they basically just, every single person shouts out the name of the champion they need killed. They're just there like, Vayne, 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 Vayne. Just like, loads, like the champion will be dead for 3 minutes and they're still shouting. Another dragon going down there.
Go to Freljord there.
Looks like Sejuani may die for it though.
Yeah, Sejuani dies.
So that's pretty dangerous. I think Demacia could put on some pressure here. They've got that gold, but the 5-man presence and the lack of the Sejuani ultimate and her tanky presence in the team fight.
Yeah, I mean, they will have to defend this bottom lane at some point. That's a big minion wave pushing up there.
And they have to keep this. Oh, Ashe comes down the middle there, lands on 2. Fiora goes into the back line, gets her ultimate.
On their way in.
Yeah, it looks like a chaotic team fight thus far. Fiora down, Ashe down, but Vayne's still alive on the edge there. A good Galio ult there, keeping the last 2 remaining people locked up, and that's
a definite win for Demacia.
Triple kill there for Vayne, so that is dangerous. Gragas was not there, unfortunately, not able to assist. They lose Fiora, and they're going to be able to get this tower. And
yeah, Demacia taking objectives hard here. I mean,
Galio tanking the tower a bit too much. Needs to stop doing that pretty soon.
More than he needs to, but
I was waiting for the Gragas barrel.
Like, ooh. It did take longer than I expected. Then.
Like, Gragas could have so easily just flashed in, ulted him, and like picked up a cheeky kill for nothing.
Sejuani was nearby as well, and she has the ability to engage very quickly.
Long range engager.
Are we seeing a Baron attempt here? I think we are.
Looks like Vayne wants to.
Serious this is, but it looks like they're going for a cheeky Baron.
Yeah, they don't have a bad team for it. Fiora's pretty far away. They're not going to have Galio.
On the way in. It'll be interesting to see if Sejuani's smite is up.
It is.
Everyone's sort of
Vayne continuing on here.
Yeah,
they don't seem to realise there's a ward there. They had the ward back here in the line brush in the red side jungle, so they knew when they were coming, and everyone but Vayne thought, fuck that, let's get out. But Vayne really wanted that Baron, but not going to happen today, as we see.
Maybe could have taken it, but Sejuani was there with the smite, ready with the steal.
Important to note.
I think it would have ended badly if they tried to take it.
Yep. 5 minutes has passed, and Fiora's GA has gone back up, so she'll be even more dangerous in the fight. She's doing such a good job of engaging right now. Like, Galio isn't the best engaged champion when his flash isn't up. It's better if you create the opportunity for him to ult. And Zhao is not got that long a range of engagement. He'll want to flank.
Galio has been sneaking behind.
I know, it's been beautiful to watch.
Sneaking behind the Freljords. Yeah, sneaking behind the Freljords. And he's been in some really good positions for the team fight, so he hasn't necessarily needed to engage himself. He's been or be set up. He's just being in the right place at the right time.
This is so hard to call right now, though, because there's a definite lead in favour of Freljord as it stands. They've got about 6k gold lead.
Demacia are playing very well, and I mean, we've seen turnarounds from further than this, haven't we?
Yeah, well, Shadowwell's pushed Freljord right to the edge last time. It seems the later the game goes on, Freljord seem a little bit more unsteady. Their power lies in the fact that they lane well, and then they've got a very strong team fight, and they're deep into the enemy base here. There's 2 turrets up. The entire Demacian team is ready to defend, though, and it looks like they may be going in. Luxol comes across here. Galio gets in, gets an ult onto 3 of them. Gragas is Zhonya'd underneath both of the towers. Ashe is going across there. Exhaust has gone down onto Vayne. No one has died yet. Gragas is the first to fall. It looks like Trundle's going low in the back there. Flashes after him. We've got a Fiora with a GA still up. This is going badly for Freljord. It's 3-0.
I think they got greedy then, and I think they were thinking what you were thinking. They started to get a little more unstable the later they play. They were trying to finish it there and then, and I think it wasn't the right time.
They recognised that there were champions pushing from the other teams, and they wanted to get into the base and push before they came back, and that just didn't happen. And they weren't able to get Fiora down.
But they're going to use 2 inhibitors to this, probably.
Probably. If not the game, I mean, it's 20 odd seconds.
No, it's not the game, but 2 inhibs that's a definite pull around.
There's definitely a chance.
You know, that really puts them.
There's definitely a chance Demacia could take the game right here. They have the damage for it. They've got a lot of AD damage, a lot of attack speed on their side. The champions are not quite up yet. Will they try and take it? There's only 1 Nexus turret for them to take down. If they play it right, they could, but it looks like they're going to play it safe, which is a good idea.
They're not going to make the same mistake. They just saw Freljord push a little bit too hard, a little bit too early. They're not going to do exactly the same thing as they just did.
Definitely. And this is going to be harder and harder the more that they go. I think the key for Freljord to actually be able to win these team fights and secure their 4th victory, they need to keep Gragas alive. He needs to stay at the back and stay alive.
Well, they're not doing great at it now. That Vayne taking red was taking that Gragas down.
I did not see that at all, but that is a problem, and that could very well spell the end of Demacia and Freljord right here. A beautiful ult from Galio catches all 4 of them. Ashe is instantly down, followed by Nunu. Fiora picking those, well, not picking those ones up at all. I'm an idiot. Sejuani flashing out.
Just going to town then.
Yep. Luxol trying to snipe out the Sejuani, but it's not enough, and that's going to be game. Freljord fail to pick up their 4th victory, and the league is blown wide open. Demacia are here. There's 3 straight victories on the trot from them, and it's going to be dangerous now. Well, not dangerous, but Freljord throw it all away. They had that game in the grasp, but Demacia fall back, and here we are.
We're saying Demacia could pull it back very quickly. I mean, they did. That puts both teams at 3-1. And that opens the rankings way open. The scoreboard is now looking very different to how it did before. This is really anyone's game.
The next telling match will be the next one we have organised, which will be Piltover Zion. And
we're going to have a little discussion about whether we do that right now. Or whether
but if Piltover win, then it puts them equal with this Demacia and Freljord group as well. And Piltover have been performing very well. But Demacia very well played there. A very hectic game, not only from the players, but also from goddamn Riot spectating, not being able to stay in the game, but we got there in the end.
Apologies for that. Not from us, from Riot.
Yeah, but I'll do my best to splice it together for you people, and
I'm sure it'll be fine.
We'll find out what's going on about this next game. You on YouTube won't know any difference, but those of you on Twitch, we will have a short discussion right now and find out what's going on.
Excellent. Right, we'll see you guys next week.
Leers.